Hi, this is Luke for Production Expert, and this is refining band tracks using Spiff from Sound. Spiff is an adaptive transient processor that lets me cut or boost transients where it matters. Today I'm using it to add some much needed teeth to some woolly drums. I'm also using it to reduce distracting pick noise on bass, and also to kind of do the opposite on my acoustic guitar to bring out the attack and definition that is missing. So the biggest part of Spiff's GUI is the frequency and reduction graph off to the right. Now this isn't an output EQ curve, it's showing me the biasing of Spiff's action. So it's going to boost transients more at around 2K5. I can click the breakpoint to get finer control of those bands. And then down here, my orange frequency, this is bringing out the body of the snare and also catching the kind of upper end of the kick thump. And then all I have to do is adjust the depth control to get the amount of action that I want. Too much. And the depth control has some really appreciable changes in sound with very little travel around its edge. On bass, I'm doing the opposite thing, so I'm using Spiff in cut mode to reduce distracting pick noise. The sensitivity control lets me detect more or fewer transients, so lower values only affect the louder transients in the signal. And a great way to hear what Spiff is doing is to just pop it into delta mode. So now the only thing I'm going to hear are the transients that are going to be removed from my bass. So delta, so very useful there, and I have my action biased slightly lower down than I did on my drum submix, which means that I can do precise equal and opposite processing across tracks to complement each other. And on my acoustic guitar, I'm going back the other way in the pink boost mode to introduce some transient detail into my acoustic guitar. It does sound very natural, and especially in context. Now I do have some control over Spiff's decay as well. So in boost mode, this is regulating how quickly the transients drop back down to unity. Working well down there. And Sound recommend settings of 5 or lower for the most natural results. And when I put all of my instances of Spiff together, I'm getting a track that has a lot more pop and a lot more kind of natural sounding effervescence than it would have had without Spiff. So that's refining band tracks using Spiff from Sound. Surgical but natural transient control that just makes things sound better. To find out more about Spiff and to read our full article, head over to the Production Expert blog.